one has better shit. Okay, so Olaf's cheese knives and enchanted daggers are not good enough. Holy Mother of Jesus. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Give him this for the moment, so I don't forget to equip her. Let me see how close is she to 30 dexterity. How close is Liliana to 30 dexterity? She's at least two level ups. No, no, she's very far away from 30 dexterity. At least a lot, a whole lot. She needs 30. No. I will leave the second one and I'll try to remember. Because it's just... even if I dumped all my points on that, I won't be able to get the Mage's Eye into her inventory. No, I can... No, 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 no. No, you are right. You are right. I remember I cheated the system. You actually need this to E30, not this green thing, not the base attribute. Yeah, if I can get 5 dexterity, let me see if I can get her extra dexterity through some means. At least to 28, that's only 3 dexterity. Shouldn't be that hard. If I have something here. Okay, this gives her 1 dexterity. So that would be 26. And that's it, I guess. Yeah. I cannot do it right now. But maybe someone has things that give him dexterity. Let me see. Plus 3 dexterity. So that's 29. Okay, I can give her this. I can give her that, and I can equip the mage's bow on her. Yeah, let's cheat the game, why not? Unless she cannot wear it, she cannot fucking wear it! Restrictions say run. What? Well, she can wear this. Okay, let's give him that. At the crow, so that's 27. I need 1 more dexterity. At least, let me see. Restriction mage. Mental. Spell power. Dark, spawn and defense. Ice. Dexterity. Warrior or rogue? Okay. Nice and nice. Without good old Alistair. The shitty bow. Okay, I think I can give her a lot of dexterity. But I don't think not enough to... Not enough to equip the big one. Yeah, but she can equip the Antivan Crow bow. Bonus to armor. Okay, that's the best I can do for now. Give her the Antivan Crow bow. Now for this, we were going here. 15 critical backstab damage, but this increases the critical chance. So let's go with the Fey Blade and the awesome Crow Dagger. Chrome Dagger. The fucking idiot. The Chrome Dagger. Alright. As for this... I don't know. Ah, this is better. When equipped with the Eilish Gloves, bonus to defense. Okay. Keep that in mind. Can I give him more? No. I guess he's set up for the moment. Let's give him this.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
I do know he likes that. Okay, now for bows. Bows for the... Let's see. This is shittier. Bows for the warriors. This is much, much worse. How does he get such a good bow? I don't know, maybe I should ranged critical. No, it's just too much damage. Too much difference in damage, I mean. Third, 26 strength. Okay. She can wear the ancient elven boots, which are actually better than the crow boots. Still give me a stat gain. Let's put that on her. The amazing inventory management. She cannot wear shit. Ah, I can give her the crow boots. At least it's good, I guess. Hello, Bottle. How are you? Alright. Don't have anything. What is this piece of garbage? Time to sell shit. Shogun 2. I also plan to play it eventually. In 2015. That's what the scheduled date for Shogun 2. 2015.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment!
Okay. Let's take the runes out of the daggers I won't be using. Let's put it in the daggers I will be using. Golderite? Sure, that's made up. Doesn't matter. Golderite. Really, I plan to exactly opposite, Botu. I plan to play as the shogunate and try to stem the tide of modernity. Of course I will fail, but I will have fun trying to prevent Japan from coming into the 19th century.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
So what's your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
What happened then?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost Tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
Better do something with them than leave them to rot.
That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
You're quite lucky to have done so well.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Yeah, if all of the samurai is not the most historically accurate movie. Nonetheless, it does paint let's say, a vaguely accurate picture of what happened. Vaguely. Where do these goods come from? Not any brutes.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Lost Tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
Everyone has to make a living somehow.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
But you didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
So you got a free helper.
Better than him living in mud and hiding from Darkspawn and Deepstalkers, isn't it? I was glad to take him in. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Yeah. He's not the most good-looking dwarf you've ever seen. Okay, time to go and face Flavius. Which I assure you will be far less anticlimactic. Maybe I should talk to all these people. No, let's talk to everyone. No, let's talk to everyone now. Yeah, you already had sex with Morrigan yesterday.
Here I am.
Care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
You did quite well, no doubt.
Within the Crows, I did. But it has been something the Crows have devoted a great deal of time to perfecting. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
I don't think he's gay, Bottle. He's openly sexual. I'll bet he has sex with animals and with whatever has a hole. He just likes it too much. He's like JFK. You always use poison, then?
I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Okay.
Here I am.
Care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
I don't know if he's a socialist, really. Yeah, I haven't seen him believing in spreading wealth or social justice or any of those things. To me, he seems pretty capitalistic. Vulture capitalistic. But I don't really remember this guy that much. Why did you want to leave the Crows exactly?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
You didn't choose to join the Crows?
To be truthful, I didn't even know the Crows existed when I joined them. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
And the system works? Well, it does, because the able ones make it through. The shitty ones are thrown in an inch.
Of course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like the fucking circle. I think I understand.
As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Won't the Crowns eventually find you?
Eventually. Can be a very, very long time, if one plays one's cards right. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the Crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Okay.
Here I am.
Care to answer questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
You're right, of course.
I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them had it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed. The pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I know what you mean.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules. Oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
There you go, Bottle. He hasn't, like, rules and regulations. At least he's not that kind of socialist. Maybe he's a free spirit. He's more akin to a bloodthirsty peasnik. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Bloodthirsty. What are they called? I don't know. I don't remember now. Hippie, that's it.